Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Myself Ashish, and today I'll be covering a video on object placement puzzle called Battleship Puzzle. The setter of this puzzle is Thomas Snyder, and he is one of the excellent authors of the world, both for both Sudokus and puzzles. He even runs a website www.gmpuzzles.com where some of the best authors of the world post a puzzle there, and a daily puzzle is posted there, and all of the puzzles have excellent themes and great solve paths. I would really suggest you to go check out the website for some great puzzles there. And Thomas is not only a very good constructor, but is the top solver too. He is the only he is the first person to win both the titles, World Sudoku Championship title and World Puzzle Championship title as well. So I would really suggest you to check out the website page. And this puzzle was also featured there in the gmpuzzles.com. And if you see the theme here, such a great theme, heart shaped puzzle, and the theme was named as the love boat. So if you see a heart shape with a single cell indicating a boat here, so excellent theme and excellent puzzles there out there. So I would really suggest you to check out the website there, and I'll add the link in the description below for the website page, and even the link to the online interface of the puzzle that will be solving today. So coming on to the puzzle, according to rules, there are 10 fleets indicated below the rules. As you can see, there are exactly 10 fleets. There are different sizes of ships, right? One ship will have 4 segments, 2 ships will have 3 segments, 3 ships will have 2 segments, and there are 4 single cell ship segments, right? So we have to place them in the grid in such a way that no 2 ships can touch each other even diagonally, right? So a 4 cell ship segment cannot touch a 3 cell ship segment or any other ship segment ships diagonally, right? And these are the water cells, right? Water cells means ships cannot be placed on these cells, right? So I can unshade it with a green color here, indicating that they are water cells, and ship segment cannot be placed on them. And the number outside the grid indicates number of ship segments in the particular row or column, right? So coming on to the puzzle, let's see if we can start the puzzle. So if it is a single cell ship segment, right, a circle indicates a single cell ship segment, and as we know that no ships can touch each other diagonally, no different ships can touch each other diagonally, we can just mark with the green color indicating that unshaded cells. And if you see the 4 and 4, this will help you to start the puzzle, I would say. So I will mark if there's if a cell is a ship segment, I will just mark it with a gray cell here, and we can later on mark the shape of the ship segment after coming to it surely that if it is a 3 cell ship segment or a 4 cell ship segment, right? Unless we know that how many cell ship segment it is, we won't mark it for now, because it can even be a 2 cell ship segment or a 3 cell or a 4 cell. So we won't mark it with the shape of the fleet, but just with the shaded cell indicating that they are ship segments, right? So if you see the force now, the total number of ship segments in these 2 rows will have to be 8, right? You cannot have anything more than 8 or less than 8 as indicated by the clues here. And how many cells are possible here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. There are exactly 12 cells that can be filled, and we need to fill exactly 8 cells from them, right? So if let us see if we can eliminate a few cells as not being part of the ship segment, right? So as you can see, one of these 2 cells have to be ship segment, right? Both of these cannot be, because ship cell segments cannot touch diagonally, and all the ships, if you see, are either horizontal or vertical. There is no shape as a diagonal ship segment, right? Which means that one of these 2 cells have to be shaded as ship segment and other have to be unshaded. We are not sure, but both of these cannot be shaded for sure, cannot be a part of ship segment. At least one have to be unshaded. Same way if you see these 2 as well, the same logic, one of these has to be unshaded. Same way for these two, one of these has to be unshaded, and again if you see, one of these two have to be unshaded. So out of these 8 cells, we know that 4 has to be unshaded, and out of these 12 cells in total, 8 cells have to be shift segments, which means that we have eliminated the 4 cells and the remaining 4 cells have to be part of the shift segment, right? Excellent logic, excellent start logic, I would say, right? Now which means that this shift segment is a vertical shift segment and this cannot be a shift segment, right? Because it will form a Trimino kind of shape, an L shape, which is not indicated in the fleet range, right? The ranges that we have indicated below the rules can have only vertical or a horizontal shift segment, which means that this cannot be a shift segment. And out of these two, one has to be a shift segment, which is this one, right? Same way for this one, this cannot be a shift segment and this has to be a shift segment, right? And shift segments cannot touch diagonally, so we can just mark with the unshaded cells here for these 2 cells and these 2 cells as well. So we are not sure if this cell will go down or left, and we are not even sure if this cell will this shift will remain as a 2 cell shift segment, or it can go upwards or downwards and form a 3 cell or a 4 cell. So we are not marking the shape like in this one. We'll mark it on a later stage when we'll know that what exactly shift segment is that. And so we have started the puzzle somehow, but still it is not a direct approach to complete the puzzle. If you see, these 2 4s can help us to continue the puzzle, maybe, I'm not sure, but let's see. Okay, I will just show you one of the tricks to solve a battleship puzzle. Sometimes you will come across a grouping logic. So what do I mean by grouping logic? According to grouping logic, a 2 by 2 area will always have maximum of 2 cells of shift segments, right? Not more, because or else you will form a Trimino here or a L-shaped region, which is not possible. Same way, a 4 by 2 area will have only 4 cells of shift segments maximum, either this way, I would say this way, or maybe a 4 cell shift segment. Anyway, you cannot have 5 cell shift segment in a 4 by 2 area. Same way, the more 2 by 2 area increase, the exactly 2 cells will be increased as a maximum possibility of shift segments, right? So I'm not sure if that will help here, but just for an idea or for a trick, I would say that grouping logic will surely help you in some of the other puzzles. So if you see these 2 4s now, how many white cells we have here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, right? And out of 12 we need to place 7 cells. One is already placed here, right? So out of the 12 cells we need to place 7 cells here, right? Not sure if that will help us. 11 12, okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, if you see this 4 now, there are exactly 5 cells remaining, and out of these 5 cells, 4 cells have to be part of shift segment, right? And can you, okay, excellent, go, superb logic here. This and this cannot, these two cannot be shift segments. Even this cannot be a shift segment, because that will eliminate both of these diagonal cells being not being part of shift segment, which will get you only 3 cells remaining for the 4, right? Same way, this cannot be a shift segment. If this is a shift segment, the same scenario will appear here, which means that both of these cannot be shift segments now, right? And out of the 12 cells, we have eliminated 2 cells. That means 10 cells can be part of shift segment. There are 10 cells remaining, 10 white cells, out of which 7 has to be part of shift segments, right? For the 2 columns here. Let's see if we can eliminate a few more cells. Excellent logic here, incredible puzzle, I would say. So same logic applied here again. If you see, one of these 2 cells have to be shifts. Both cannot be there. Both are not possible, because you will form a diagonal pattern here. Again, both of these cells and both of these cells, right? Superb logic here. So one of these 2 cells have to be shift segment, one of these 2 cells and one of these 2 cells, which means that we have eliminated 3 cells again. Out of the 10 remaining, we eliminated 3 cells more, which remains which gives us 7, and we need to fill exactly 7 cells here, which means that Out of these 6 cells, 3 cells will surely be have to be ship segments, and all the other cells remaining will have to be ship segments, right? So we have marked 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, and 8 will be fulfilled. Excellent logic, I would say, excellent logic. So which means that we can now mark the diagonal cells as not being part of ship segment, right? And because of this being a vertical ship segment, right, this can be unshaded and this can be shaded now, and we can unshade this because of the diagonal rule. And if you see the one has been fulfilled, we can just mark it directly. And we are not even sure that which one will be shaded here. So let's see if we get anything else. This also won't be shaded because of this one, and nothing else for now. Let's see if we get anything else. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 14 15 16. Oh, what a great puzzle here. This can be one of my best favorite battleship puzzles. A very different logic here, and that logic will surely help you to solve the puzzle, I would say. Excellent logic. This puzzle has all kind of possible logics applied in a battleship puzzle. Excellent logic. So there are total of 20 ship segments, right? According to the indicated fleet range we have been given, there are exactly 20 cells of ship segment possible. Like one ship has 4 segments, 2 ships have 3 ships have 2, and there are 4 ships of 1 cell each, which means there are exactly 20 cells of ship segment. And in a grid you can have only 20 cells of ship segments, right? Not more or not less, according to the indicated range. So if you see these 6 columns now, how many ship segments have to be placed in these 6 columns? If we add these, it comes to 14, right? Exactly 14 cells are ship segments used in these 6 columns, and 1 2 3 4 and 5, and which is okay, we have reached till 5, which gives us 19, right? We have got 19 here, and which means that one of the ship segment have to be outside the 6 columns here, right? Outside of the 6 columns here. And if you see this 4 has been fulfilled. 1 2 3 4, right? This has to be unshaded, and which means this has to be shaded, and this as shaded, we have got one more as outside the columns, right? So we have 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 cells of ship segments are outside these 6 columns, and inside these 6 columns there are 14. So 6 plus 14 gives us 20, which means that there cannot be any number of ship segments outside these 6 columns now, which will give us more than 20 now, which means any ship segment now which has to be placed inside these 6 columns. So we can just unshade all the columns outside these 6 columns, right? We can just unshade that, and which means that all of the ship segments which have to be placed, remaining ship segments have to be inside these 6 columns. If we have anything outside, even a ship segment outside this column will give us 21, right? Because these 6 cells will have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 and 21, which is not possible. Excellent puzzle, I would say. Excellent puzzle. So let's see if that is helping us. And which means that this has to be unshaded, and we have already formed a 3 2-cell ship segment, right? Already 3 2-cell ship segments have been formed, and there cannot be any more here now. We can just mark them with the shapes here. There can only be 2 or 3 2-cell ship segment, which means that this ship segment now cannot be a 2-cell ship segment, right? It has to be 3 or more, right? Which means that I cannot unshade this. If I unshade this again becomes a 2-cell ship segment, right? Which means I have to shade this, which means these both will be unshaded because of the diagonal rule. And now the 4 is only fulfilled by one way, right? You have exactly 4 cells remaining, which will unshade this as well and this as well. So we have formed a 2 3-cell ship segment again, right? Let us mark those two, 4 6 and 2 here, right? So Now if you see, there has to be a 4 cell ship segment somewhere in the grid, right? Where can you form that? Which is the only possible way to form that? You have only two possible ways. One is this and one is this, right? A 4 cell ship segment. And this is not possible, of course, because the indicated range is only 1, which means that this has to be a ship segment and this has to be a 4 cell ship segment, right? So we can mark that with the logic here, which means that the 2 has to be the 2 is fulfilled now. This 2 is fulfilled now, and this 2 is also fulfilled by, so we can unshade these cells. And if you see these 2 now, these 2 can only be fulfilled if you have this cell as ship segment, which means that the 1 is also fulfilled, and these 2 can only be fulfilled if you have ship segment here, right? Which means that you have already formed a 4 single cell ship segment and we have completed the puzzle. What an excellent puzzle this was, a great puzzle. If you see, all kind of logic will be were used here, the grouping logic, the diagonal logic, the total number of count of ship segment logic. What an excellent puzzle here. So if you enjoyed this puzzle, I would really suggest you to go to the GM Puzzles website, have a look at the puzzles there, Sudokus there. You will really enjoy the puzzles over there. And do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and don't forget to subscribe the channel.